See you, TMG.
Faded away.
Atlanta's got good wings. They got pieces.
Yeah, I know we're gonna be.
I'm gonna just watch Trae Young this year because I know it's gonna stink. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm not a Trae Young guy at all. No. He's a covered done. One of those guys that I just don't think Trae Young's game is that great.
You don't rate Trae Young.
No.
You're scared he might take some of Luka's shine.
No way. Luka's gonna be the next Jordan.
Trae Young's been to a conference final before him.
Yeah, that's matter in the East. As with all the injuries, look at the guys.
Wait. You said Luka's gonna be the next Jordan?
I think Luka's on a Jordan trajectory.
Oh no.
Guys are hating on him. He done more than Jordan at 22.
At best, a Larry Bird trajectory.
Yeah.
It's been so you're saying 3 championships?
Hmm?
This guy just let Luka have one other additional piece because we could have beaten the Clippers, you know. And if we had beaten the Clippers, I believe that we could have done something.
I mean,
You just need to trade away Porzingis.
Yeah, trade away Porzingis.
But
Look, there's floor raisers. You know in the NBA, there's a couple floor raisers. There's only like 5. There's some guys that, regardless of where they are on your team, they will get you to the playoffs.
Name me a top 10 player of all time that's a defensive liability.
Defensive liability, yeah.
You can't.
He's saying all top 10 players are 2 ways.
No, don't say 2 ways. It's just not defensive liability because
Luka's a big body. Luka's not a defensive
Larry Bird-
liability.
Larry
He doesn't apply himself.
Larry Bird wasn't a defensive
He's
stalwart.
a team defender.
Larry Bird wasn't a defensive stalwart, but wasn't a defensive liability.
He's a
I
team
think he had a
defender.
few defensive
Luka's not
teams.
defensive liability because guys don't actually.
They
actually go at him.
Trae Young is a defensive liability.
Yeah, and they didn't even go at him in the playoffs. They didn't even go at him. Jokic is a defensive liability, but the teams that actually go at him because in the NBA now they realize if you actually go at a player, it distorts your game plan.
He can, but when
And that's why people have stopped doing that. And Luka if you put Luka in the post, he can just do what Harden does and just lean on duns and pretend to swipe and that's it. That's fine.
But in crunch time, you can see as
in crunch time when you're putting that much offensive pressure, who cares?
But obviously they can see as a favorite. Like you say, you put up all these points for your points and assists for sure, but you get out these points on the other end.
So Steph Curry.
Huh?
At least Steph Curry gets
Steph Curry's actually.
and he's a defensive liability as well.
He's actually not a defensive liability.
He's actually not a bad defender. The metrics
Kyrie
are
got
in his
him.
favour.
How you got him?
Well, that can happen. But he's actually not a defensive liability. But to be fair, Steph Curry kind of defended that well, you know.
No, he got him. He got him on the crossover because
Yeah,
he
but
crossed him to his right, and when he thought he was going to the right, that's why he thought Kyrie was going to shoot.
yeah,
When
but
Kyrie came back.
I'm talking about the shot contest.
Exactly.
The contest.
I'm never going to say he's the best on ball
He doesn't
defender.
need to be great on ball. Luka's better on ball than him, just simply because he's 6'8".
I don't know about that. But
Luka doesn't try. When he tries, when we give him
I
something
think
to try,
he's average at best.
yeah, he's average.
I think he's good average. He's a good average defender.
Why are you on my guy? It doesn't matter. Luka's still
Come on,
going to be.
nigga,
He's going to be offensively. He just raises. He can see things. Look. The difference between him and other guys is that not only is he an elite scorer, keeps the scoreboard, he also can bring players into the game.
Makes scoring and playmaking.
Yeah.
He's only a few select players that can take the offensive burden of carrying actually a whole team.
Yeah,
to
LeBron.
himself.
LeBron time. LeBron 2018.
He just needs to fix his free throws.
Yeah, that free
Oh,
throw.
his free throws are even worse than LeBron's.
I think 60% in playoffs.
He's strange because he's a better shooter, like
Yeah.
mid range and long distance, but his free throws.
40% in the playoffs.
What's he doing? He shot 40%.
Yeah, from free.
Oh, I thought he said free throws.
Well, at one point in the playoffs, it was like
I think
20 something.
his
Like
free
that.
throw percentage was like 60%.
Yeah, it was awful.
I mean, it's like Skip Bayless. You got to score them free throws. They're free
Skip
throws.
Bayless Skip Bayless know about boss.
Hey,
Except for hating. Supreme hater.
hey, but he's, there's an element of truth in most of what he says.
Of course, but let me get paid to hate as well. I'll be very happy.
Hey, but he's right about Jordan. Like Jordan's the goat. He's right about a few things.
Okay, Jordan is the GOAT. You never heard me deny that. The GOAT James. You don't think about, back in it, or what's it?
I need another.
The gun.
I need another championship and finals MVP before I can make that statement. Just like with Messi, I need an international trophy before I can accept him being considered the GOAT in football. And now he's got that.
The gun
I can
James.
accept it.
The gun James.
We'll see what he can do this season.
You better hope that Russell Westbrook.
Taking the ball.
Yeah, him and Westbrook gonna be fighting for that ball, Now the thing is, I think they can make it work. Actually, I think the Lakers.
Westbrook needs to know his role. He can't play point guard.
Especially with Kawhi out for the Clippers, I think they can.
But do you want Westbrook to be a 2 guard?
I do. That's his best position. He's
Just running around.
Yeah, he came to the NBA as a 2 guards.
Yeah, to be honest, they said that Westbrook. If you look at players' highest scoring seasons, they're normally with Westbrook.
Yeah, you just don't want Westbrook making key decisions at key times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the clutch, let LeBron have the ball.
I mean, yeah. They can't let LeBron have the ball. Westbrook give him the ball, attack the rim.
Stop shooting.
You know what LeBron's gonna do? LeBron's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna let Westbrook have one. I'm gonna let Westbrook have a chance. Okay, this is your like LeBron. You know LeBron is very psychological with the thing. Like he'll let one player have a chance. Like this is your chance to like show me what you can do in this moment. The moment you don't do it, he'll just say, okay, now I know I need to do this. Like he analyzes things to that kind of point. Like with AD as well. Like he let AD have some moments. Like okay, AD, you take that last shot against Denver. Oh, you do this, you do that. That's how LeBron operates. Gives guys confidence. Like first game of every series, you know what he does. Just gives it away. Don't give it away if you see Dallas. That's it.
Well, he gave it away against what's it called? Phoenix Suns. And
He did give it away, and they would have won that series.
Yeah,
But
but
he mentally took Crowder's heart. Remember when he was doing that move in the post?
Carter
He
took
did
it back.
take it.
Well, Bada got it back.
He got it back. His
And-
dance.
and
And
took-
that's only AD. That's AD's fault.
Yeah, but LeBron can't afford to take games off if he's breaking down. Like 2 of the last 3 seasons, he's broken down injury wise.
He can't carry a team anymore.
And
like
AD, he's been injury prone, so you can't afford to give away games.
Defensively, the Lakers are good. LeBron, he become. If he knows that his team is tiring, then he'll change it up.
I mean, he plays the Magic Johnson role, more of a facilitator.
step back, let the other two
Yeah,
dominate for 3 quarters. Then he comes in the 4th quarter.
that's his thing.
Yeah, like get LeBron, get your ass in the post. Let's do the thing, innit? That's what I tell LeBron.
He's got his friend Carmelo.
Mellow.
Carmelo's gonna do
Stay
nothing.
mellow. My guy.
Oh, defensive liability. Let's get Melo then.
Yeah, he's a defensive
Yeah, he
liability.
is.
Good.
He is.
Jokic killed him last playoffs. Absolutely killed him.
So that's when defensively they're worse this season, the Lakers. Well, offensively shooting wise, they're better. You know, Ellerton, Monk. I think Bazemore was decent last year, and who's the other guy?
All these guys I would love to see.
I
Hey,
like
the
the Kendrick. I like the Kendrick.
I like him.
I like
The West is more over than you think.
It depends on Kawhi's fitness.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Kawhi's not coming back.
Well, they say they might come back in April.
Playoff time.
Okay, but do you know how long it takes you to get into
Maybe.
like
We'll
basketball
see.
mode?
Against basketball legs, yeah, but for me, they're the only team that can really stop them
I don't.
everyone's fit.
Wait, you think Lakers are the best?
in the West. Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
With all those, you know, the guys their closing group is very.
yeah, they need to sort out some kinks and stuff like that, but I think they're the best.
I don't think they're.
If everyone's fit.
I think obviously if you were to right now, you would say the Lakers have the best chance to get the way, but I don't think there's any clear favorite. As much as you think, I think there's a lot of people that have a chance this year.
if everyone stays fit,
I think Utah have a chance.
nah.
I think Utah have a chance
Yeah.
just with the fact that they're built well. If you built well, win enough games, are you just saying a regular season team?
They can probably get to. If they ever goes fantastic, well, they probably get to the conference final.
Jamal Murray come back for Denver. Don't they have a
They don't
chance?
have a second guy. Unless to be fair, unless what's his name can play out of his skin, Mike Conley.
They got really they got really gay
And
now,
Rudy-
so they have a wing of that kind of ilk
And
that can defend.
To be fair, against the Lakers, Rudy Gobert could probably play.
Yeah,
Exactly. Any guard
Yeah.
team.
that's a good one. Gobert, you know LeBron struggles against centers.
I mean, because Westbrook and LeBron, they ain't the best outside shooters, so Rudy Gobert
Actually, no, Westbrook takes Gobert's heart.
could probably play. But again, he'll be at the mismatch, so we could pull him into the
Yeah,
perimeter.
Westbrook been killing Gobert. Then you got Denver. If Murray comes back, and they got Gordon, they got Porter, they
Denver's-
got
Denver's-
Jokic.
They don't play enough. They don't have a guy inside to protect the paint. That's
Uh,
what you need. That's what you always need. with
Yeah,
the
to
championship
be
team.
fair, Jokic can't guard the paint. Did he not sign a center? Or is Bol gonna start playing
That
now?
guy, Bol, gonna protect that paint.
I thought McGee would have been a good addition, but they can't really. They never played Jokic and McGee at all. They never played them. Then you got Phoenix. I just don't think they have enough wings.
Bridges, Crowder.
They got enough wings. It's just the guard is who's the backup guard?
Can't remember.
Campaign. Is he gonna step up again this season?
Campaigning for campaign.
Then obviously
Or is he gonna be stick to dance?
Golden State. If Clay comes back, you never know with them. You never know.
Clay. We'll see what changes they make. If Golden State make some good additions, well, they got Iguodala back. We'll see.
And then obviously the dark horses in Dallas, Texas.
We'll see.
If Porzingis is reasonable, we got a chance, man.
I feel
We're
that-
taking Clippers
I'm
6
not
and
saying
7. If that means we're gonna win the next one.
I feel Denver. If Jamal Murray can come back and be himself again, they could probably be the.
Well, Jamal will be back by what? Feb.
Yeah,
We'll see.
but then you have that dynamic between Murray and Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Port Jr. I don't consider him max player. I saw last year. I just don't consider him a max player.
He's still young, bro. It's
He's
like
still
second season.
Second,
You know,
No, it's not second year. Third year.
third max. When everyone's a baller already, man.
It's a fourth year actually. Fourth. He's the same draft as Luka and Trey.
He was injured. I saw he was injured.
That's it. So this is his fourth year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
so
is the
that
fourth
three
year, but he was
seasons.
injured the first year.
And everyone's what's it called an automatic killer from the start. You know, takes time. That's the thing in this stage.
I'm not Paul Junior
when a
guy.
Mac with error.
His back is always hurting.
Yeah, back is probably. But when a Mac with error, everyone wants things done so quickly.
No, but
no one wants to take time.
I would not pay him the max. It's the same way if I had Embiid, I wouldn't pay him the max. I'll put I'll pay him the max, but I'll put bare clauses in there. Same.
A lot of players are getting the max.
Yeah, I saw Gilgis Alexander get the max. That's a good guy. I would look at. Like.
John Collins got the max.
Yeah, John. I haven't got 125.
He got 120.
5 for 125.
He's a good player.
That's a lot of money.
They can both play for me anytime. Collins and Shea Gilgeous.
Collins, good player.
Yeah, I saw my
Dodgy done.
Doesn't play a lick of defense.
Why is he dodgy?
I just look at Collins. I just look at Collins. Very weird. Like, Embiid was eating him, but he still dunked in his head, and that was the thing that he remembered the most.
There we go. I heard some crazy stat earlier on today. You know, in my brief moment when I was able to escape from work, the clutches of work having by the throat. Carmelo Anthony, basically, is the worst playoff. He has the worst playoff record out of everyone in history.
28.
Yeah.
55, something like that.
28 55.
What? 28 and 55?
Yeah.
What does he do in the playoffs?
Well, he gets smoked.
Yes, right.
28 wins is awful. He's only had one good playoff year. He only had 2 good playoff years. Denver, when he took them to the Western Conference Final.
Yeah.
And then the semi-final run with the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Aside from that, when has he done anything?
Well, that's why he's getting smoked. 28 55 is his record.
But
God.
in a different role, he can play. He can be
He
very.
get some wins. And even he lost. They lost a Denver team. No, with only Jokic. That was awful. That was awful on Dame. Guys are even saying Trey's better than Dame, man. So
Well, I'm to the east.
guys have Trey's better than them. I didn't say it.
That's
I think that's the most
That's
outrageous. Trey is very funny because if man wasn't in the bubble with a cut off the wings, he wasn't in the bubble. This year, they gave him some guys.
They switched the coaches up.
They switched the coaches up.
Seems they switched
Let me
the
see.
coaches up.
Let me see him this year. Because I'm telling you, you might not see Atlanta in the playoffs.
I'm definitely saying Atlanta.
Are you sure?
They have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Look at the guys around them.
Reddish and
Reddish, Bogdanovic,
the other guy.
They might trade Reddish.
DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, they've come back from injury.
With these guys, they were about to not make the playoffs. You know. With these same guys,
Now they
they
got a
were,
good coach.
They got a good coach. All you need is a change of coaching.
What's his name again?
Nate McMillan.
Yeah, got a good coach. Solid coach.
Wait. So you got behind the top 4, obviously Raptors, Bucks, Nets.
Raptors?
Oh, not Raptors.
They might even trade Siakam.
If they trade Siakam, give me Dragic, and then that's what I like. Behind the Heat, Bucks, Nets, Philly. Okay, that's for the top 4.
I'd even take the Heat out.
Take the Heat, so there's 3.
They're in the
So
second.
who's in the second tier? What? Heat, Celtics,
Hawks.
Hawks. That's 3 in the second
Maybe
tier.
the Knicks. Oh, Knicks makes
Knicks.
They made some interesting changes.
Is the Bulls not there?
Oh, sugar, yeah, the Bulls.
I'm not so sure about the Bulls.
No, so
Well,
what?
I feel they might be 7 or 8 seed.
Is the Pacers? Are the Pacers not there with a new coach?
Potentially.
And then the Hornets with Ball and the decisions they made.
I'm telling you that night.
That's 10. That's 10.
LaMelo and Lonzo in the same conference. Wow.
And then the Wizards. The Wizards got depth now. 11 teams.
Kuzma about to average 20 points a year.
He does.
Should have 40% from the field. Well, actually, I'll give it 43%.
That's fine. The
Yeah,
Wizards don't play defense.
The Wizards won't play defense. But they got KCP and guys.
Kuzma and Bill, Montrez.
KCP, Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie.
They got that guy that Gafford. Good addition for them later in this season. So that's a lot of teams there in the East.
Interesting.
One of those teams is not. Well, 3 of those teams are not making it.
We'll see.
I can tell you something that might not make it.
The Hawks are making it, but provide an injury.
The Hawks. I think last year some teams were in a dire situation to not make it. The Celtics. Are the Celtics any better?
They've changed. Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens gone. So they're hoping that a coaching change.
I think he's going to come back to coaching soon, to be fair.
I don't think he will. I think he's apparently the bubble took a lot out of him. They were saying that, well, how long was coaching? Like 7 years? You know, sometimes the boys get stale. Even, you can see it kind of in San Antonio.
He might join the new team.
Like even Greg Popovich is kind of...
They don't have players. Give him a star.
They've had, what?
They
They have a system. The system is their star.
Who? DeMar?
The system is the
And
star.
I'm saying give him a star now. Obviously, him and Kawhi.
What star's going to San
That's
Antonio?
it. Give him a
Unless you get Simmons.
give him a top quality player. He'll be
Give me Simmons.
relevant
Then.
again.
Give me Simmons.
You want to do with Simmons? He had DeRozan.
DeRozan's not it, man.
Is Simmons not better with shooters?
Sorry.
Simmons with
No,
shooters.
so I think he could do a good job with Simmons.
I remember when guys were comparing Simmons to Giannis. Flip.
He's a beater, Giannis.
I had him there, Giannis. I had to forgive myself.
No, because thingy,
Simmons better defender than Giannis though.
Pop does really well with guys who are not American, like all
So
these,
maybe Simmons would work.
or not American, brought up in American culture. So Simmons could.
He likes his system players.
Yeah, that plays out bend to his knee.
But it made DeMar a playmaker. Apparently DeMar was averaging the most.
DeMar's always been a playmaker.
I don't think he was a playmaker. I think he was more of a scorer.
He was more of a scorer, but he'd always had that secondary playmaking
Ability.
Yeah.
Well, he had a good playmaking in San Antonio. It was basically the fact that point guard as well. I like San Antonio, but he just have a lot of third and fourth guys. Like I like DeJounte Murray, but is he really a first or second guy on the championship team? No, he's a third. They got Derek White. Is he really a
John Timor's not your go-to guy, but it's a good piece to have.
Keldon Johnson?
Good defender.
What's that? Lonnie Walker. They're all like good pieces.
He has no stars. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
nothing.
what's his name going? DeMar DeRozan.
Give me DeJounte Murray.
Give him some talent. Give Pop some talent. You know, one of the best coaches of all time. You can make an outside argument for him to be the best coach of all time.
Just won an Olympics.
Just him and Phil Jackson.
Him and Phil Jackson. Pat Riley's a bit further behind.
Pat Riley's actually not in that discussion.
A bit further behind.
Pat Riley got 3 championships. Yes.
Is it 3?
Yes.
Maybe. He's a bit further behind, yeah.
He's a good team builder though. Hate culture and all that.
Good